Hello there, this is Pat from Petals Crafts and More, and I thought we'd make us a wreath. You'll see here that I am putting my ribbon together. I'm going to make a slouchy wreath or bow. I don't know, you may call it something else. I wanted to start out with 4 loops, so that's how many we cut to start with and started placing. But after I cut the tails, I realized I was almost to the end of that row and went ahead and cut the rest of it and added a couple of extra loops, which I think was a wonderful idea. You'll see there that I'm placing each one of my cut ribbons in to the bow maker. There's my tails that I had made. And see there, I don't have very much left, so we'll just use hit up 2. And that's that. We take it out, twist tie around it a time or 2, and then kind of fluff it a little bit, and then get a hold of our twist tie and twist our bow around the twist tie a couple of times, and that will tighten it down and secure your bow. Now we're just going to feed it through the wreath as we usually do. You see there, I had a pretty good handful of vines in between those 2 ends to that, and now we're just going to fluff. Fluff, fluff, fluff. No sense in putting yourself out fluffing this time, because you'll be fluffing throughout the process, and then of course at the end of your design you're going to have to fluff it really good for your pictures. Another hint there, if you are going to sell this, I would go ahead and fluff that bow one more time before I shipped it or delivered it, however you choose to the buyer. Now we're going to start placing greenery. I'm just going kind of sporadic with different forms of greenery to add texture, and as well as just a difference into my design. I want it to kind of resemble the great outdoors. All the different types of trees and vines and stuff that grows outside. I kind of wanted to get that ideal of that so that it would look more woodsy. Almost nowhere near, but authentic to a point. You'll see there I'm demonstrating also how I cut down my stems, and how if I only need a small stem, I cut that down and glue or re-glue my leaf in this case, or floral head to the smaller stem. You need enough stem to get enough glue on your grapevine to hold your stem in place throughout whatever kind of weather situation or whatever your wreath may end up going through in its lifetime. But I don't like to have excess stem, because they will poke through the back of them, and then you have to wrestle with them to trim them down and then glue the tips of them and make sure they're still secured after you've done all that and trimmed down what's sticking through the back. So I just rather cut it down to shape and size as I'm going. Of course, going at an angle into your grapevine, along with the way the grapevine is going, will help prevent that and give you a lot of stability with your stem as well. You'll see that we have got some fern and some ivy and some eucalyptus. Now we're putting some snow, moss covered snow pines in there. We're just going to keep on adding different beautiful things. I was able this time to do the entire video without being disturbed. So you get a better idea of how each step goes. I did have to speed it up though. My video was over an hour long. That's some kind of red berry, holly berry or something that I had got for it, but once I got to this point, I realized that was not the berry I needed. But luckily, I had bought some extra florals at the Walmart to do a small design that I ended up not doing because I had to cut it up and add it to this design. While you're watching me add all the greenery and trim everything down to fit my specifications, I want to take a second to remind you to follow me on all of my social media sites, or our shop on all of our social media sites. And that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, as well as Pinterest. And don't forget to run by our shop at Etsy.com. Our shop's name, of course, is Petals, Crafts, and More. And run by there. Check out our designs. If you don't care, throw a like on our shop to kind of help Etsy to distribute our pictures further so we can get more customers. Now look at this beautiful little owl. This is a Christmas tree decoration that I found at the Walmart that I was going to do something else with. But it will fit perfectly on this design. And wait till you see how perfectly it did fit. I am in love with this. They only had one, or I would have gotten 4 or 5 of them and put them on the kids' tree. But this season, but they only had one, and there we are using it up. But it's adorable. I had gotten a sleigh that I'm going to decorate, and I had thought of adding it to the top of like it's riding the sleigh, but I think it looks better nested up there on top of that grapevine. And with all those woodsy florals. See there's a stem sticking out there that I'm having to cut back. Now what do you think? I want to take this moment to thank you guys for watching to this point, and again remind you to follow all of our social media pages. It's Petals, Crafts, and More at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Pinterest. And don't forget to check out our shop on Etsy. Thanks, guys. Have a great one. Bye.